Okay, no problem. No, no, no. Right here. Right, you can take it. Huh?
You can only the other. Okay. I know, very well. Very well, yeah, very well.
You have to keep our figures. Have the service.
Oh, that is it. Honestly, you know, I remember the names, but not the faces.
Do another one. See this? How's it going? Okay. Got it. I'm gonna view it later. Thanks. What's your name? Today. So we gotta get out of here. They're using the same decor. Oh, sharp you guys, huh?
So which funeral they having it? Finished. Anat, I'm looking for Anat from Shellcross. Does it say that?
Check on the list over There's
Purvika.
Oh, come, there's another funeral.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot to use it. Let's copy it. They won't quite be just
Lucky I gave
Oh, really?
No, it doesn't matter. Okay, Andish. Come, don't talk so much.
How are you? Yeah, nothing,
Bueno, macam cucu.
Let's all kindly remain standing as we commence with prayer. Gajananam bhutaganathi sevitam kavidajam rumpanasaana bhakshitam umastam shoka vinashakaranam namami Vishwara pada pankajam. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Kindly take your seats. Just give us 2 minutes before we would allow you to come forward to bear us next time.
Gajapatana, Ganata, पार्वती नंदन भवमय भंजन पार्वती नंदन भवमय भंजन युग युग वंदित जय श्री गणेश युग युग वंदित जय श्री गणेश गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका मानस वृक्ष गुरु शरणं दुस्तर मानस वृक्ष गुरु शरणं दुस्तर गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय साई नाथ गुरु जय जय सत्य साई नाथ गुरु जय जय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओम मानस बचने गुरु चरण विस्तर भव सागर तरन पलुके मंगलमायना कोदंडवानी पलुके मंगलमायना कोदंडवानी पलुके मंगलमायना पलुके बंगालमाई पिनचिल पलुक मेरी पलुके बंगालमाई पिनचिल पलुक मेरी कललोनी नाम स्मरण मरुवायु शंकर तंजे कललोनी नाम स्मरण मरुवायु शंकर तंजे पलुके मंगलमायना कोदंडवानी पलुके मंगलमायना எந்த வேதினனிக்கு சொல்வதற்கு இயலாது எந்த வேதினனிக்கு சொல்வதற்கு இயலாது வந்து உச்சேகினி தாழ்வி வதன தஞ்சி வந்து உச்சேகினி தாழ்வி வதன பல்லுக்கே வந்தத மாயனா கோதண்டவானி பல்லுக்கே வந்தத மாயனா चरण करता विरुद्ध खुद गुमा परमदस तुझ करुणिचि भद्रच परमदस तुझ पलुके पकरमयना कोदंडपाणि पलुके पकरमयना कोदंडपाणि पलुके पकरमयना Rama Rama Amma Mamu kapadu deva Mamu kapadu deva Amma Mamu kapadu deva Mamu kapadu deva Talli vinive tanjimi nive Datayu nive Daivamu nive Talli vinive tanjimi nive Datayu nive Daivamu nive Talli vinive tanjimi Daivam nive amma mamu kapadu deva mamu kapadu deva amma mamu kapadu deva mamu kapadu deva Dikkuyaru ledu needunana Dikkuyaru ledu needunana Dikkuyaru ledu needunana Dikkuyaru ledu needunana Amma mamu kapadu deva Mamu kapadu deva Amma mamu kapadu deva Mamu kapadu deva Vani mai talli nive namma Lakshmi mai talli nive namma Vani mai talli nive namma Lakshmi mai talli nive namma Vani mai talli nive namma Lakshmi mai talli nive namma Amma mamu kapadu deva mamu kapadu deva Kali mai talli nive namma Sharda mai talli nive namma Kali mai talli nive namma Sharda mai talli nive namma Amma mamu kapadu deva mamu kapadu deva mamu kapadu deva mamu kapadu deva Rabe Puroka Mahata रावे भूलोक माता रावे नन्नुगन तल्ली रावे भूलोक माता आराधना गुणोना अम्मा 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 आराधना गुणोना पूर्णमयी ज्योति दावित्री पादरवं दसेरी पूजा जिसिति नेनो रावे जगजीव माया रावे भूलोक माता रावे ननुगन तल्ली रावे भूलोक माता रे सपूर्ण ज्योति वासिनी तुम कासी वासी हो विसदाची रावे जगजीव माया वासी हो विसदाची रावे जगजीव माया रावे भूलोक माता रावे ननुगन तल्ली रावे भूलोक माता कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कमलनयनं नारायण कमलनयनं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कमलनयनं नारायण कमलनयनं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कमलनयनं नारायण कमलनयनं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण कस्तूरी तिलकं नारायण नारायणं 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 Ramanina Megashama Govandana Raghukula Vishoma Parandama Sarvabhoma Nina Megashama Raghurama Raghurama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Raghurama Raghurama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Ramanina Megashama Govandana Raghukula Vishoma Parandama Sarvabhoma Nina Megashama Raghurama Raghurama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Salli Tanche Guru Nine Toru Nile Nine Salli Tanche Guru Nine Toru Nile Nine Kadani Jana Purvika Chesi Param Jodi Jago Ik Pavadara Meya Dasana Roma Gana Meya Jago Ik Pavadara Meya Dasulana Roma Garamiya Tirugu Chanana Arugu Vachana Veenu Ramani Megashama Govandana Raghukula Vishoma Nina Megashama Raghurama Raghurama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Rati Naina Nati Jesi Nidivya Padamu Rati Naina Nati Jesi Nidivya Padamu Koti Naina Jalamu Jesi Nenu Jani Devamu Deviya Innune Namidiraviya Nenu Jani Devamu Deviya Innune Namidiraviya Nenu Chanana Papahara Maku Chanana Ramani Megashama Govandana Raghukula Vishoma Parandama Sarvabhoma Nina Megashama Raghurama Raghurama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Raghurama Raghurama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Sri Ramachandra Ashita Pijana Samasta Kalyana Guna Dinamaha Sita Muguruga Chanchadika Nirantaram Mangalam Autaram Jaya Raguna Sita Manopina Shri Raguna Jaya Raguna Annadam Mula Dishramai Alo Magara Annadamaina Annadam Mula Adishramai Alo Magara Annadamaina Kanchi Mutlu Nilaputulaina Daradu Nivi Dasharathu Dasharatha Shri Raguna Jaya Raguna Sita Manopina Shri Raguna Jaya Raguna Velayuniyada Vidivyamoorti Veliki Nayaka Ananda Jyoti Velayuniyada Vidivyamoorti Veliki Nayaka Ananda Jyoti Velisima Rudam Shanti Nivasam Salukava Shubhaguna Shobitara Velisima Rudam Shanti Nivasam Salukava Shubhaguna Shobitara Shri Raguna Jaya Raguna Sita Manopina Shri Raguna Jaya Raguna Shri Raguna Jaya Raguna Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Krishna Mukunda Murari Jaya Krishna Mukunda Murari Krishna Mukunda Murari Jaya Jaya Krishna Mukunda Murari Jaya Krishna Mukunda Murari Karuna Sagar Kamatavayag Karuna Sagar Kamananayag Kanadambara Tari Gopala Kanadambara Tari Gopala Krishna Murari Jaya Krishna Mukunda Murari Kalina Mardana Kamsini Surdana Kalina Mardana Kamsini Surdana Kamaladana Nayana Gopala Kamaladana Nayana Gopala Krishna Mukunda Murari Jaya Jaya Krishna Mukunda Murari Murari Kutila Pultala Kubalaya Dalanira Madura Muranira Balo Koli Madalana Kopi Punyam Baca Gopal गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक कुवलयदल लीला गोपाल कुवलयदल लीला गोपाल कृष्ण मुकुंद मुरारी जय कृष्ण मुकुंद मुरारी मुरारी कुटिल कुंडल कुवलयदल लीला मधुर मुरलीरवलो कोटि मदनना कोटि पुण्यं बचामि गोपाल गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक गोपीजन मनमोहन व्यापक कुवलयदल लीला गोपाल कुवलयदल लीला गोपाल कृष्ण मुकुंद मुरारी जय कृष्ण मुकुंद मुरारी मुरारी राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल कृष्ण मधुसूदन मधुसूदन कृष्ण कृष्ण मधुसूदन मधुसूदन कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाल दशरथ राम गोविंद दशमुख संहर तदनीच पतिगाम दशमुख संहर तदनीच पतिगाम शशिदार पूजित संकचक्र दशरथ राम गोविंद महोदय चूड़ी दीपक उलगती मानो ममुनेरु कुसुमी परतु माँ पारी गली गई श्रीपति देखो कापारी पेचिचु करता करता दशरथ राम गोविंद महोदय चूड़ा नारायण वासुदेव लिंगितं वेदि महानुभाव गरुडगमनहरि गजराज गरुडगमनहरि गजराज राक्षस परमा पुरुष भक्त पापा समरण दशरथ राम गोविंद महोदय चूड़ा नारायण वासुदेव लीलं वेदि महानुभाव नारायण वासुदेव गरुडगमन गजराज राक्षस परमपुरुष भक्त पाप संहरण दशरथ राम गोविंद महोदय चूड़ा रमण सुख के स्वतंत्र इरभोग कृपणेन निपुणुवटारि इरभोग कृपणेन निपुणुवटारि इरभोग निलकुल सीता मनोहर दशरथ राम गोविंद महोदय चूड़ा महोदय चूड़ा कृष्णा 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 स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणं कृष्णा स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणं कृष्णा अतुना पुरी सतना तेतुवत नाम सुंदर Krishna 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 Krishna, Jagannath Krishna, Mathura Puri Satyana, Trivardhana, Madhusudana, Swagata Krishna, Jagannath Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Mushtika asura charu pura malla malla vichara Sudana Mandana Karika Nandana Gokula Nachana Sarasura Hachana Deva Shishta Jana Panga Sakalpa Kalpa Kalpa Samakoni Asama Bhagavad Dina Muni Chalami Krishna Mathura Mathura Ravi Sagasa Sagasa Mathura Mathura Ravi Sagasa Sagasa Rajuna Chijana Manasa Pujita Saura Pagari Pagari Sagasa Saura Pagari Pagari Sagasa Diti Dhamma 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 Saura Pagari Pagari Sagasa Diti Dhamma 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 Tariki Dhamma Tariki Dhamma Tariki Dhamma Tariki Dhamma Tariki Dhamma Swagata Krishna Jagannath Krishna 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 Swagata Krishna Jagannath Krishna.
Welcome family, welcome friends. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, the wise do not grieve, because there are only two types of people in the world. There are those who have gone, and there are those who are going. And we're all in this conveyor belt of life. We understand that when there is birth, there must be death. We also learn that there is a continuation. The soul moves on. And when this body can no longer fulfill the desires of our inner personality, it moves to the next embodiment. So those who understand the cycle of life realize that death is not an end. In fact, it's a promotion. So when we say goodbye to Savita, yes, affectionately known as Sa, it's not the end. It's a continuation, it's a promotion for her towards enlightenment. Then why do we grieve? We grieve because we feel for our loss. A loss of somebody who was bright in our lives. We're going to feel the absence. A meteor-sized hole, void, left behind. We do not grieve for Savita, for Sa. We grieve for our loss. And thinking, why was this person so missable, so bright, Well, for one, there was her fashion sense. She was a cross between the late Queen Elizabeth, Audrey Hepburn, and Red Riding Hood. Then there was her personality. Funny, direct, perhaps sometimes too sharp. Very important to keep in SAR's good books. And then, as we all know, the food. Outstanding. My international friends and colleagues, they recall, they've only visited, maybe spent a weekend with us, they recall, till today, SAR's moussaka, her famous pizza sauce, her lasagna, her soya mutton curry. This was world-renowned. But behind it all, the giving. Food was just an expression of love. Food was an expression of giving. Lots and lots of presents. As nephews and nieces, it's always great to be spoiled by an uncle or an aunt. And so how was that? Every trip, every occasion, sometimes no occasion at all, we would have a present, usually from Woolworths. And what we've been overwhelmed by is the number of tributes, the number of messages from different parts of the world. We're not sure how the message got round. We tried to pass on the message to those we could think of. But the outpouring of love, I think it's a reciprocation of the love that she gave. Today, let's make use of this opportunity. You see the cards before you. We decided to make it a collage of different memories. And instead of grieving for our loss, let's celebrate SAR's life. The positive values. Let's try and imbibe it. And the most important one that she cherished was family being together. And that's what today is. So to share and celebrate Sabita's life, we have a few of the nephews and friends speaking, and we'd like to start with SAR's eldest nephew, Purvika.
Thanks, Good afternoon, family and friends. I'm not prepared anything today, so please bear with me while I find my words. My name is Purvika, and I am their eldest nephew. Our family went to Australia, so my fond memories of what we called Auntie Subby, which we called Auntie Subby back in the day prior to the start. That was how we actually knew her by. We would come back to South Africa every 4 years. That was our big family holiday. It was a time for us to reconnect with our family here in South Africa, to share their lives for a period of time, and we eagerly look forward to it. And it always seemed a lot more exciting up in Australia. What I remember from those times, from a boy at 4, 8, and 12, was being surrounded by loving family. And Auntie Subby was one of those that she just had so much love to give. My memories of those times was, to be honest, being a say she had such a heart of gold that you couldn't help but feel safe in her arms. And I remember, even in those years, feeling I was one of the luckiest boys to have such a family. And when we came back here, I really did feel where we belonged, which was his family. Don't get me wrong, my son is still at the age of 8, I remember scaring me. She scared me. Her tone was strict, but her eyes were always soft. And I used to enjoy making her laugh. And when I mean laugh, I mean really laugh. Laugh so she had tears coming down her cheeks. And she would say, well, you're too much. And I really did enjoy making her laugh from doing plays, acting. We would come up with plays when we came back here to make them laugh. I even dressed up as a girl when I was 16 at our Hawaiian Year's Eve party and showed her hysterics. So these are the memories I have of Auntie Subby. I think all the nieces and nephews feel the same way when I say that she really was our second mother. I feel so sad that we weren't able to spend more time coming from a different country and living our lives there. It's always one of those things where you never seem to have enough time for things that really matter. And unfortunately, these type of moments make you really think that and assess that again, because life really is too short. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time to say things. What was I saying? Is that she wasn't good for us. And we said, and you will always be loved.
So some enjoyed sharing a love for food, but there were a few people that she reveled in cooking for. Those who could eat. Her brothers and Yastil. And now we call Yastil to say some words about Sam.
Thanks a lot. My aunt saw she was feisty, cheeky, but as most of you know, a real softie as well. If I think back during the time when we were kids growing up in our old home, full of fun memories. As Sudhakar mentioned, she loved to bring family together, loved cooking everyone. On Sundays would be scrambled eggs, mashed potato, baked beans, and a few other things. And we wanted to just gather around and chat. And her cooking, of course, was amazing. But besides her fighting spirit, her feistiness, her great cooking, being family oriented, I think what I admire most, even get inspired by saw, is that for so many has gone through a lot of pain, and I admire her strength, her resilience, and I'm glad that she has got to live a full life despite having the lovely song.
We lived as a joint family in the Party Road house, which I'm sure quite a few of you have visited. And besides the three boys, we had Uncle Billy's daughter, Purvika, who's not able to be with us today, but would like to share a message from Purvika. To a dear aunt, you asked me to bake cupcakes once and loved them so much you hid them from everyone and ate them in secret over a week. I truly enjoyed our chats about food, and never did I think so many chilies could go into one dish. I also cherished the unique banter witnessed between yourself and Ava while you both indulged in crumb chops and ZTV. You created memories that us cousins bonded over. There we put a semi-clean foot on a sofa, and you would be sure to appear out of thin air with a wooden spoon in hand. Never will we forget the sound of our names being called from afar with that exaggerated ah vowel at the end. The body's ailments can no longer hold you, son. You are free to be as you wish. We may be sad to see you go, but there's no doubt that Dad and Amma are waiting with open arms, ready to receive you from a loving niece. We'll have a budget and then continue with a few more speeches.
Beautiful song played about it here. And Shaka Purvika is all about peace and love. There's no peace and love in the world. It says all the prayer we do is not really peace and love. Shanta Purvika Saukya Munere Shanta Jabba
youngest nephew, Yasa.
Namaskar, Hari Om everyone. There were so many times in the last few days where we would have looked to Sa for advice on how to do things the right way, especially at times like these. Each time a thought would come, let's ask Sa. And knowing that that's no longer an option for us, will definitely take some time getting used to. Sa had no children of her own. And what it meant was, she became a mother to all of us. All her nieces and nephews, as well as her brothers. Being fortunate enough to grow up in a larger family household, Sudhakar, Yasir, and Vyasa, known as the three boys, had the privilege of experiencing Sa's mothering daily. We had a house with 2 kitchens, and as you can imagine, whenever the menu wasn't to our liking, we could always catch a second supper with Sa. This also accounts for our appreciation of both the mild and then the very spicy foods that we then experienced with Sa. So we have Sa to thank for our high spice threshold. So in our house, as Doc mentioned, we had upstairs and downstairs because it was a joint household. And I remember Sa and my granny from a very young age in our home in Purvika. They used to obviously love having us there. And I remember from the age of, I think, 7 or 8, I would get upset at home over something or the other, and I would pack my bags and go upstairs and say, I'm leaving the house. So Sa would always welcome that with open arms. Oh, great, you know. I don't know what's wrong, what's going on in the family, but don't worry, we'll always have a home here. So I used to pack, I used to go, and I used to spend the night with her and come back the next morning, of course. And my granny and Sa used to really love that. Especially we used to sing the Titanic song together, which is quite a treat. And then Sa always used to have this ritual of whenever we were younger, she would like us to sleep next to her. And she would set up this couch right next to her bed. And every night she would tuck us in. And then she used to say these prayers. And it was prayers for our safety and protection. And she literally used to blow her blessings around the whole house. Right, from window to window, this would go on. So that's definitely memories from the early days. Sa loved dancing and thoroughly enjoyed watching others dance as well. When they didn't dance so well, she would say, I really wish I could show them how it's done. And in her own way, from the chair or the wheelchair, she would. She sometimes would also follow that comment with, you know, they used to call me Miss Legs. We got used to her in and out of hospitals from a young age. So much so that we used to joke about it. You know, sometimes even
when we used to come down, some aunts or some family members would say, oh, I can't wait for you to come down to take me for coffee, or take me for a movie, or take me here or there. Sa used to say, I can't wait for you to come down and you can take me to the doctor. So she was quite something. And in retrospect, I think we seem to have always felt she was invincible. Someone who, despite all her physical challenges, would miraculously outlive all of us. She really was a walking, talking miracle. And I used to tell her that regularly. She had diabetes, but would still somehow manage to eat sweets and get away with it. And that's something that still perplexes me. She was so independent despite being so sick. And up until very recently, she used to drive herself everywhere. She really was such a fighter. Not only in times of ill health, but with us as well. As a family, or as close family, she really gave us the full package. We sure got the scoldings and the complaints, but should anyone dare to talk about us to Sa, she would really let them have it. She had a deep value for family ties and connections. And I think that value is more than showcased in this room today. She always reiterated that family should always come first. And no matter what the grievance, we have to resolve it as family. That's what family is for. Sa used to be a big fan, attending any Vedanta talk she could that was conducted by the nephews. And we would get both the critique and the undoubtedly biased praise and appreciation. So in tribute to Sa, and also as a comfort to all of us, it's apt to quote a verse from the Bhagavad Gita. This verse is from chapter 2. Just as a man casts off worn-out garments and adorns new ones, so too is this body cast aside and a new embodiment undertaken. In this verse, Lord Krishna relates to the theory of reincarnation. And understanding this, as Stark mentioned earlier, we grieve not for the living nor the dead. That being said, why she had to leave us? We know some. Today is a day of mixed feelings, both grief and of gratitude. We're grateful that Sa finally is relieved of the physical suffering that she endured, and that her body can no longer limit her fiery and feisty spirit. There's further gratitude for Sa being with us for 18 years. Sa, we thank you for your reprimands, your love, your food, which of course only tasted so amazing because of the love you made it with. We thank you for your forgiving nature, despite everything we did wrong growing up. Your wickedly fun sense of humor, all the generous gifts, all your prayers, and all the wonderful stories you used to share with us. I'm so sorry for our loss, and all those who love Sa and who probably couldn't see her often enough. Sa has been jesting at death from as early as I can remember. And those of you who are close to her, I'm sure Auntie Jyoti will bear testament to this. She would always say things like, who will be at my funeral? And we used to jest back and say, Sir, we won't be coming. No one will be there, don't worry, sir. Another comment was, will you cry when I die? Sir, we're not going to be there. Well, sir, we're all here. And as your dear Karuna rightly says, Durban will not be the same without you. Om Shanti Sir.
We now call a timeless friend of Sara and the family, Auntie Jyoti.
Dear elders, family and friends, Prem Namaskaram to all of you. I am Savita's friend, and this is with a heavy heart that I pay tribute to our beloved Sir. I must say, I was absolutely terrified when I heard that I had to pay a tribute, and I promise you, it's not because of all of you, it's because of Sir. She'll come and get me if I say something wrong. I have known Savita for decades. We formed a great friendship over the years. Back in Isapingo, we had an amazing group of friends. We spent a lot of time together and were pretty adventurous. We enjoyed art classes, pottery, floral art, cooking and making. Many of you here would have seen her paintings, and she was really good at it. Sabi was an excellent cook and baker. We always told her she made the best scones. Her soya fish curry was the real deal. She was truly skilled with her veg and non-veg dishes. So, given that we were all adventurous, we decided to take it to another level. And we told Sir, we're going to start playing tennis. Savita gave it some thought. Of course, they had a tennis court right there in Park. Savita gave it some thought. And after a long time, she said, okay, on one condition, I'll stand in one spot and you'll hit the ball to me. And I can just swing my hand. So clearly that didn't work. So we got her to make us tea and cake. Savita was brutally honest. She expressed her feelings whether she was right or wrong. Actually, she would call a spade even if it wasn't a spade. Sometimes I told her, Sir, you operate with no filter. She made no excuses for who she was and what she stood for. She fought with us, even from the hospital bed. She fought with us till the very end. She believed that she owned us. She would want to know our every move. We couldn't duck her. She would get to know. She had a knack of finding out. She used to call my house often if I wasn't in, she would interrogate my helper. So the conversation would go like this: "Where's Queen?" And my helper would say, "She's gone out." "Where she went?" "I don't know." "Did she cook food?" She would say, "Yes." "What she cooked?" I told her one day, I don't miss Mama anymore. We understood her well. We also realized we were better off being friends with her, not enemies. Along came Purvika after many years of living abroad. She tried to adjust to her South African lifestyle with some difficulty. So this irritated big sister. She would say, "What does she know? She comes here with her British styles." Even when they had their differences, different perspectives on certain issues, it got pretty scary. Initially, one would know who says what simply by their accent. But as the pitch got higher, it sounded like one voice. They would scream at each other. Actually, there were no words, just sounds. But the highlight was that immediately after that, they would be having a cup of tea and something to eat and laughing merrily. And as for me, I would hear that sound for 3 days. It would ring in my ear while I'm still licking my wounds. Again, no matter what Sa said, there was no malice. She loved and doted on her family. She always remained herself and always was protective. She was the matriarch. Don't mess with my family. She loved her friends equally. She fought with us when she missed us. We as friends certainly understood her. Sabi was stylish. She had a great fashion sense. She always wore her signature, bright red lipstick and stylish dark earrings. She loved saris. So there was this particular sari of hers that Purvika was eyeing. Sabi refused to share that and give it to her. So big sister had nothing. So I guess little sister thought, oh well, someday I will get that sari. So Gopi sari girl. Sabi put this particular sari away for today. This is Sa's wicked sense of humor. And I must tell you, Savita had many crushes. All the good-looking guys. Oh my God, Sabi. She spoke about the Prince of Kutch. She spoke about Bidu. And then she had a crush that she had for decades. She didn't share with her family. Just a few of us knew. And she said she'll get him one day. And that was Richard Gere. I can go on and on about our friend and the years we shared. But one thing that stands out is her love and sincerity towards all of us. I will miss our many outings. Recently for Purvika's birthday, Sabi, forced the discharge from hospital so she could spend the day with Gopi and celebrate her birthday, and invited a few of us to come and join. She said to me, I'd rather get out of hospital and celebrate my sister's birthday because I don't know if I'm going to be around next year. So she had this thing about hospitals and dying. She was scared. But if you ask Sarita, every time we take to a funeral, Sarita will say to me, I'm next, John. I'm next. I'm finished. Says Sarita, every time we come here, you say the same thing. I'm Masari, I give it to him. And she would laugh, and of course, Sarita's style, she's ready. I will miss you. I'll miss our fun times, our loves, our fights. I'll miss your delicious food. You fought a brave fight, sir. You defied all odds over the years. Sometimes I thought you lived up all the time because of your determination to live. You lived your life, and this is indicative of your spirit and zest. You lived your life by your terms. You did it your way. To the family, our deepest sympathies, continue with her legacy. Because the only one thing that Sam wanted was the family together and celebrating life. On behalf of all my friends, our friends that are here this afternoon, Sabi, you will be greatly missed by all of us. Go well, dearest. Rest well. Find your peace. Namaste.
It's a strange thought to have and to ask yourself, will you cry at my funeral? I was thinking, because this was from childhood, Sa was asking us this question. And when I thought about it, perhaps she wanted to be remembered fondly. Perhaps she wanted a life of purpose, having lived, given to family and friends. Seeing all of us here together and hearing all these words, I think Sa got that. Thank you everyone for joining us. We now have the closing prayer.
Dear family and friends, we are just over our time now. Let's all kindly rise as we conclude in prayer. Once we have proceeded with the immediate family to the antechambers for the Commonwealth, we humbly ask the rest of you to kindly vacate the hall as it has to be prepared for the next funeral that's due in the next 20 minutes. Thank you. family friends. The family has provided late lunch for everybody. So those of you wanting to join the Buddhist fellowship meal can meet the family at 355 Musgrave Road. Thank you.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya. Om Jaya Shanti, Antariksha Shanti,